what do you think is the average person's network size? 150 people? 250 people? 600 people? 750 people? This is a trick question. There are credible reports that suggest all 4 answers are correct. At the low end of the scale, it's estimated that 150 is the average number of relationships we can actively manage at a time. At the high end, 600 to 750 people, is the average number of people that we know. That number's high because it considers social media networking. The number we like best at Tero is 250. That's the number of people we know on a first-name basis. The number of people you might invite to your wedding or who would attend your funeral. Let's do some math. We'll start with 50 people you know on a first-name basis. If each of those people knows 50 people, that means we have 2,500 friends of friends. If each of them knows 50 people, we have 125,000 friends of friends of friends, and so on. It's easy to see how we get to the famed 6 degrees of separation. So accomplishing our professional goals should be fairly simple. We reach out to the people we know, tell them what we need, and voila, the path to our goals is easy. We all know it isn't that easy. Most of us realize that using a network to find new customers, new jobs, and new opportunities is a good strategy. What many of us mistakenly think is that the connections closest to us are the most important ones. Most of the time, the best contacts in our network are made through weak links. These are the people who are not directly connected to you. In other words, the people who are most closely linked to you would probably tell you about opportunities. It is making the more distant connections with people who have access to different networks that makes for the most effective networking. Those closest to you probably have very similar networks. Those furthest away have different networks that you can access if the relationship is a good one. How strong is your network? How likable are you to those in your network? How do you build rapport outside of those closest to you? Your goal is not simply making more connections to you. The goal is to make a network of connections among people with no obvious link to you. Choose to be the person who connects others when there is nothing in it for you. Then notice how the weak links in your network become stronger.